He'll bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Coastal Carolina's offense has the ball first today. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, they'll keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line, pick up a 4. The shot that clears, racing to the line in the hurry-up.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-low, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking for a man, it's Cobb. And he can't connect on the throw, it's incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but now facing 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the shot that clears will send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways.
Turning it on! The 20, inside the 10, all the way in for the touchdown.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They couldn't draw up and drive better than that one. Just gashed them for the big play in the running game. 1 snap, 1 touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Wants to throw, it's Cobb. Finds his tight end. He'll work his way up to the 24-yard line before being shoved out of bounds. Off the play fake. Takes a hit as he fires. That's caught. It's Davis. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure. It's a first down.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. He lost it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. The shot that clears are in the hurry up. Gonna look downfield again. Firing to the right, complete. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets them a first at the 29.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
They're dealing with a second and long. Makes the grab. It's Davis. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's third and long from the 28. Looking to pass. It's Cobb. Fires to the big fella. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's batted away, and the fourth down play doesn't convert. They'll give up the football.
Man, that is just a great job on defense there on fourth down, making a play on the ball in the air. Everybody had their eyes on the quarterback, but having great timing, swatting the ball away, and doing it cleanly. No PI. And as a result, that defense has earned a rest. They're coming off the field.
They corral him out of bounds. Down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Looking downfield on first down. Caught. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short. Off play action. Quarterback floating away from pressure. On his feet at the 40. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. They've got a first down here to open the period. To the air, it's Moss. Catch in the middle, it's Judowski.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Really good coverage by this defense. They were aware of everyone on the field, and including the running back. A lot of times those guys get lost in the shuffle, but they saw him. They knew the ball was going to. They braked on it, did a good job, and got in his face just enough to cause him to lose some focus and drop that football.
They'll try to convert from the Wildcat. Back has it. Got some room in into the goal line. And he barrels into the end zone for a touchdown.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and they finished it off with a 14-yard run for the score. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Returner will field it and try to get some field position. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Back to pass, it's Cobb. Oh, they're after him.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Makes the catch near the 50. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just
Breaks into the open. And he's run out of bounds
That's why this offense is hard to stop, man. They have that option to pitch it. So as a defense, like, I got to get the quarterback, and then I got to get the pitch man, and they lost the pitch man, and you can tell he made them pay with a big gain down the field.
Snap to the back. And he dances into the end zone for a touchdown. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6.
Now, you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited. Get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well, offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Interesting showdown in the Pac-12 today, men. Take a look at how things are playing out. Baylor has the lead right now, but even though we've heard sick 'em a bunch, this has been a nip-and-tuck affair inside McLean Stadium. They're up by 10 over USC. If anything else happens in this one in the Pac-12 or anywhere else, we'll make sure you know about it, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Catch in the middle, it's Bean. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. Back to throw, it's Cobb. Fears the pressure. And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Chanticleers will call on their punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Wants to bring it back. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. Give to the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Got it behind the line. It's Rhodes. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. To the air on 2nd down. Here's the heat. Trying to make magic with his feet. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. The Chanticleers in the hurry up. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Quickly out to the tight end. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Listen, at this point, the end of the first half, you're trying to generate some points. First downs are the most important thing. So a really good job there converting on that third. I love the decision by the quarterback. You kind of wonder, though, are they going to want to be a bit more aggressive and maybe start taking some more shots and attack?
So now it's 2nd and long. To throw, it's Cobb. Got his man. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
Under fire. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Chains keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. With the catch, it's Davis. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And the shot that clears will try to pick it up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on down.
Well, I love the play call by the defense there on 4th down. They were expecting pass, and they didn't decide to just lay back and play zone coverage. They were going to dial up the pressure. They bring the blitz, and they just overwhelmed the offensive line and anyone else trying to protect that quarterback. He had no shot.
To the air, it's Moss. Plucks it out of the air. They're now out across the 40, and he's out of bounds at the 42. Looks as if they'll stay aggressive here. They go 5 wide on 2nd and 3. Wants to go up top. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. And a big deflection on 3rd down forces a 4th down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Don't even think about sending the special teams out on 4th down and 3. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the tight end. He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Looking to throw on 1st down. It's complete. They bring him down, but not before he gets a 1st down at the 35. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. Looking to throw on 1st down. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Just not willing to take the hit. He delivers it and gets to the 27. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. He'll swing that big leg for 3 from 44 yards out. And this one is perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
The Chanticleers will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Now on the option. He'll pitch it. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Power football with the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Moss. Zings it complete to the right. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the catch. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Fires to the big fella. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. To the air on first down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Caught in the backfield, it's Hart.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Wants to throw again. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
That's a big missed opportunity by the defense there, guys. If he's able to make that interception, all of a sudden their offense is back on the field. But now, because he dropped it, it's still 4th down. And, of course, they're in field goal range.
Rush is on him. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. He'll keep it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And this defense is just simply not playing around. They've got a big lead, and they're not playing big prevent coverages, bend, don't break. They're just going to let this offense dink and dunk the ball down the field and waste time. third play of the drive, they get a sack. They're staying aggressive, and they're getting after this quarterback.
That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those.
There he goes. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense. He's racked up 92 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. Going to try to get it himself. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Man-to-man coverage is a great opportunity for scrambling quarterbacks to take off and run, because everybody on defense who's covering has their backs turned to the quarterback, obviously, because they're chasing an intended receiver or target. So good job that time by the quarterback knowing, I've got man coverage. If it's not open, I can take off and go make something positive happen.
They use those back-to-back explosives to set them up first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And into the end zone for a touchdown. If you want to know how to reach this guy, just send his mail to the end zone. That's where he lives.
He definitely is today. And I think the defense has to be getting a little sick and tired of the same guy beating him time and time again.
Out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
Well, it hasn't always been that easy for the quarterback. He's been sacked a few times early on, and I don't know if he was expecting to have that much time from the pocket, surveying the field. His feet just never seemed to get settled, and I think that's what forced the inaccurate throw and incompletion.
Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row. And the shot to clears will try to pin them back with the punt. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. A huge return there. Steps out of bounds, but man, did he put his team in great position. They'll go back to work on offense. Slithers into space. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out.
And it's caught for the touchdown. Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. The throw to the outside is complete. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And he's in for the score.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. And the returner will be dragged down. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Dropping back, it's Cobb. Under fire. Chunked it away just as he was hit. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. He can't wait for this game to be over.
Takes the handoff, and he's going right. Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. The Chanticleers line up to punt it away. And these guys have been busy. Sixth punt of the day. And they finally run him out of bounds. A huge gain to wrap up the third quarter, and this defense will start the fourth on its heels. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Wants to throw on first down. It's complete to the left. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Snagged out of the air. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Well, on third and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on fourth down.
Direct snap. He'll take it himself. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the first down, and they might mark that down to use the Wildcat again. This offensive scoring position with a fresh set of downs. They'll use the running game on first and goal. And he's in for the touchdown. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their sixth straight win. Now Well, they have extended this lead, guys, starting. The hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry, get some emotion, get some momentum on your side.
Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Looking to fire. Snags it over the middle. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their...
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the shot to clear send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Just needs a crack to get a return. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, after ripping off a big-time run on his opening carry, a negative play this time around, and this is going to be key. They're going to keep giving him the ball, and they need him to have more positive plays than negative ones if they're going to win.
Wide receiver comes in motion. The give to the back. Really good pickup on 2nd down there. Leaves him with 3rd and 2.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They're 3 for 4 on 4th down in this one, and they'll try it again. Tries to get it on the ground. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Offense working from the pistol. The give to the tailback. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Now on 2nd down. Leaves it with the running back. Oh, he's got some space. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. What can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation, and they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet, and that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Goes out of bounds right at the 15-yard line, and boy, did they need a little breathing room. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice. And they just got to take accountability. They have to understand, man for man in this offense, they've got to do a better job next time they're on the field.
Red pass, it's complete. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one.
Well, this offense has not put their best product on the field today. They've got no points to show for any of their efforts so far, but they've still got a chance. But if it's going to happen, it has to happen now in this 2-minute situation. This is where their playmakers need to step up.
A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
I think in this situation, 2 minutes, trailing late, I think you got to be thrown to the sticks every time. I don't know if these short completions are going to get it done. You're just not going to have enough time to...
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up. The Chanticleers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Wants to throw again. Quickly to the tight end. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And the Chanticleers will line it up on 1st and 10. They've got the screen set up. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
Finds his man. It's B. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. Caught close to the marker, it's Temple. Across the 25, he's got room. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. The Chanticleers had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. On a little time, lets it go. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense picks it up. He's running free down the middle. The 30, at the 20. All the way into the end zone for a touchdown. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run.
They're winning the game, and the defense is helping out their own cause. That's the 2nd time in this game they've recovered a fumble and taken it in for a touchdown. We know they're opportunistic, and they pride themselves on being athletic and being physical, but they're showing you why you cannot make mistakes and cough the football up when you play them.
Off the play fake on 1st down. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. With the clock running, this should be the final play. It's a lost cause, but they keep fighting. Hit as he throws. And the pass is incomplete, and that's going to be the final play as this game is over. They get the win. They are now bowl eligible, but when you have a 0 in the loss column, there are much bigger fish to fry.
I think a lot of people thought they'd be 6-0 at this point, too. So we know they're going to a bowl game. Great. But, David, they've got their eyes set on the college football playoff and a national